Hey, welcome to Romager Radio. This is Carl Romager, host, 717-916-5189. We'll get the first caller on here because we're going to talk about the two Toms for governor. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, you're live, my friend. You're on Romager Radio with Carl Romager, your host. We're going to be talking about Tom Corbett and Tom Wolf. Who should win for governor and why?
Yes?
Yeah, what do you think?
You want my opinion?
I don't know. Why'd you call in? What'd you want to tell us?
Well, I wasn't quite sure. I thought you were going to tell me why you thought they should be.
Well, you're going to have to listen to more of the show for that. I'm not giving away in the first 5 minutes. What kind of radio do you think this is? Let me tell you how the story ends, and then we're going to... No. You don't get to read the last chapter first. So you tell me what you think. Maybe I'll start to give away what my view is as you go. All right, shoot.
Well, who are you to tell me your view?
Well, I don't know.
I need to know somebody that...
Who are you to call in?
Me.
Why'd you call this number then? What's your point? Why are you here?
Huh?
Why'd you call this number?
We were invited.
All right, well, shoot. Tell us what you think.
I'm not shooting.
I've got an...
Hell, I can do that.
Okay. Who would you vote for? Tom or Tom? Let's start there.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing I'll do. I'll bet you probably at least $100 that Tom wins.
All right. Well, right, and we're going to split the. We're just going to owe each other $100, so we might as well not even make that bet, right?
Okay, then.
Listen, I have some favorite in this race. I have an opinion about what the current governor's done, and I have an opinion about the candidate that's running against him.
You don't need a big opinion for that.
Yeah, well, that's what the show's about. It's your chance to express your opinion. I don't know. You
say you have one. I said, well, I don't know why you would have too much of an opinion and much to talk about, except it's screwed up.
Well, it's the lesser of two evils, as always. It's sort of like our last election at the presidential level. Were you going to vote for Romney? And,
you have two stakes in the same house.
Yeah. And so,
you have two stakes in the same house?
Well, here's the good news. The good news is, at least amongst the lesser of two evils in this case, one has been governor for 4 years, so you know what you're getting. On the other hand, one is actually a business guy who has a plan for Pennsylvania of some sort, although still untested and still unformed. So maybe he's the lesser of two evils.
Well, maybe if he's making so damn much money and so good, why is he working?
Well, actually, and I'm gonna say something about Mr. Wolf. He comes from a privileged background, right? He made a lot.
Gave him something for nothing. I worked for mine.
He made a lot of money.
Well, hell, if you give me the apple tree, hell, I watched it. I'm going to grow apples.
Well, he did a good job.
Maybe I don't have the money to buy the damn tree. Then what do I do?
He did a good job.
What do I do then?
Managing that money. Then he sold the company, and then the entire economy went to garbage overnight, right? The entire economy just went downhill overnight.
One guy did that.
Well, I didn't say one guy did that. I'm saying he put his money back into the company, reinvested it, and worked his little tushy off and brought the company back.
What about people that are working for him? What were they treated like? Whoopee?
I think actually he did a good job of treating them very well. In other words, he didn't have to. He was safe. He cashed out. He didn't have to put his money back into the company.
Did you work for him?
No, not at all.
Well, then how do you know?
I only go on what I can say, and I can tell you that it looks like people who worked for him support him. I haven't heard anybody come out and say. I haven't heard anybody come out and say that he destroyed the company. If anything, it looks like he put his personal fortune back at risk to keep their jobs.
You're going to say anything if your job is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Why would you say that he wasn't any good?
It's true. It's true. You might be right. All right, caller. Who are you voting for?
Well, I'm going to have to vote for somebody that don't win, that I know ain't going to win. And that way I'll take a vote from both of them.
So you're going to go libertarian or...
Go to idiotarian, or whatever you want to call it. But I think my best bet is don't vote for either.
And that's precisely why Wolf is probably going to win, because in a state where Democrats outnumber Republicans 2-1, when pretty much most people kind of like, I don't care. All that's going to be left is people who simply vote the party line because they always vote the party line.
I don't vote party. I vote for the idiot that I think might do something.
Yeah, I know. But that's why Wolf will win, because he's leading amongst the Democrats, obviously, and the Republicans don't seem energized to come out in any number. So as long as the Republicans and the Democrats just sort of come out and vote because they just feel like it.
Are you an attorney?
No, I am not.
Were you an attorney?
That's an interesting question. Of course I was.
Okay.
Of course I was.
All right.
So back to the focus here. What?
Dude, I think I better hang up before I get pissed.
Well, I can actually do that. Interesting caller. 717-916-5189 if you want to jump in here. 717-916-5189. Not exactly sure where we found that guy, but hey, he must be a first-time caller, no doubt, right? Now, of course, you guys have been going crazy. You guys have been going crazy on the Facebook with all your opinions all over the place. So let's hear what you have to say. 717-916-5189. And, of course, if somebody wants to just give me a shout on my page about the feed quality, I'm always going to make sure that it's getting out there and coming out okay. So if so, just let me know, and I will adjust as necessary. But I do seem to be getting a good signal on this side, so I just like to check on that. 717-916-5189. Okay, let's go back to what I'm going to say about the two Toms. So first of all, you're a Republican, and you're thinking about who to vote for, and you want to get the Republican agenda done. It's quite possible that Mr. Wolf could say to you with a straight face that Tom Corbett didn't get the Republican agenda done, even though the Senate is controlled by Republicans and even though the House in Pennsylvania is controlled by Republicans. Mr. Wolf could say to you with a straight face that Mr. Corbett has failed to convince the legislature to do his bidding in any way, shape, or form. That, in fact, could be pointed out with a straight face. An argument could be made, and I think it could be made with all legitimacy. So during these 4 years, Corbett has not reformed the lottery. He's not reformed liquor. He's not done any state labor reforms. None of the major things he said he would do, despite the fact that he had Republican control in both houses. And that alone is interesting. That alone suggests to me that he's an ineffectual governor. And so I think Mr. Wolf's criticisms would be right on point there. Further, Corbett has said, well, I've balanced the budget, or I've done this, or I've done that to protect Pennsylvania, and I had to clean up for Rendell. When in fact, actually, all that's been going on is he's been kicking the can down the road. And what do I mean by that? Well, for instance, all the one-time budget tricks are done. All kinds of money has been squirreled around left and right, and they're out. They're absolutely out of one-time budget tricks. That's why Corbett himself won't sign the no new tax pledge, because even though he's out there stirring